Runtime. Runtime.
It's the Runtime Travelers.
Hey, seriously, what are we watching today?
What up, y'all? It's your boy Anton, aka Son, along with my co-host, brother Jay Camp, aka the most complete and the middleman of Fresh Out. We are the Runtime Travelers, and we got an action-packed show for you today. If you haven't been watching Monarch, we're definitely going to get into that because episode 3 just dropped a few days ago, and we got to catch up. Beauty on FX/Disney Plus/Hulu. Feel like you gotta announce everybody's affiliations these days because it's all over the place. But yeah, the beauty show, crazy one. We're gonna talk about that. Then we got a couple of diabolicals. You know how we do on the end of the show. But yeah, other than that, man, J Camp, we in the building. It's Sunday morning. The wind is blowing over here. I don't know what the weather looks like down there at the bottom of the map. But how you doing today, bro?
Doing good, man. Weather's pretty smooth here, sunny outside. I think we're supposed to get some storms rolled through later. Had some storms yesterday, so we definitely had the wind briefly, ever so briefly. But yeah, it's smooth right now, man. You know, top of the morning for some. I've been up for a minute because I was watching Beauty at like 5 a.m. this morning. I couldn't sleep, so I was like, man, I'm about to tap in to Beauty, man. So I'm on like my second run of coffee. I'm good, man. I'm wide awake.
That's nice. I just woke up like an hour ago. What time is it? Let's see. That's 2:30. About a little more than an hour ago. I just woke up. So yeah, just getting right here with ours. Yeah. But anyways, like I said, man, action-packed show today. Man, we have a lot. We've been watching a lot. I was gonna ask, what else have you been watching? If you have been watching anything, I know
man,
we on our little list, but
just stuff that that Shorty be watching, man. Out of the, I think Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I think that has been playing. There's some type of Mormon joint too, like Secret Lives of Mormon Wives or something like that. That issue's wild, bro. Like I didn't even realize that Mormons could be out there slaying like they slaying. I was like, I thought y'all couldn't be out there doing that. I thought it was against moral code. You know, they out there wild, bro. Like wilder than swinging and all kinds. I'm like, man, I said, this is next level. That makes me look at Mormons a little bit differently.
A little grimier than what we thought.
Right. Because y'all supposed to be celibate, go on a mission, come back when you're like 26 years old. Then you can wild out. But nah, they wilding out, man. But yeah, that what else have I been watching?
Streets.
Besides, like, I did finish Him and Her. I watched War Machine. Watched that. That joint's tough too.
Is it tough?
That joint's tough.
Okay.
Those are pretty much the ones I've had an opportunity to like pretty much finish all the way through. Of course, like the real Housewives stuff. No, if an episode is on and I'm in the room, like I'm watching it, but I'm not like running nothing back. But yeah, I ain't running nothing back.
Okay. Yeah, I can't get into none of that stuff. I'm glad my wife don't watch none of that. She used to watch the Kardashians when we like kind of first got together back in the day, and I checked out all that stuff. But yeah, so she stopped doing that. I appreciate her for that. But yeah, man. Yesterday I watched what's it called? Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. It's a pretty wild one, bro. It's a wild one. It's a good one for kind of our commentary on today's life. AI, everybody's facing the screen, kids being controlled by their phones. Yeah, it's a wild one. It's kind of in the same vein of oh man, what's the movie that came out? It was an A24 movie.
I feel like everything we've been watching is almost of that vein. I see Zazi's in there.
Yeah, Zazie Beetz is in there. Yep. Facts. Your
Okay,
man,
I'm
your man,
already locked in. Michael Pena.
yeah, Michael Pena, Sam Rockwell.
Yeah, those are good
No, not Sam.
those are good
Yeah,
actors and
no,
actresses, man. Like
no,
now
it's
you got
locked
me
in.
wanting to really lock into it.
That's good.
Is that
That's
on
good.
HBO Max,
Well,
Peacock, or do you download that joint?
you know, you know what I mean? Nah. It's still in theater.
Secret Life of Niggs, man. That's basically what they. If you know, you know. Hey, sometimes you gotta be on that thievery. You gotta be out here like Project Pat with the movies sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like Crunchy Black. Yeah, I rob. Yeah, I steal.
Hey, you gotta get it how you get it.
Facts,
But
you
I
gotta
can't
get
watch
it.
that
You get it,
yesterday.
man.
It's a
Right,
good
I'm
one.
about to watch it though.
I started
If I got a
Crime
Crunchy Black, I'm a copy.
Crime 101. I started that one yesterday. We had to start watching it because we were in the building watching the dance competition at the same time. A few nasty scenes in there, kids behind us, so we didn't want to run it too hard, I guess.
I think this one actually just dropped.
Yes.
Good luck,
Oh
have
yeah.
fun. It just dropped
hmm
on Valentine's. Well, day before Valentine's Day, actually.
You can rent it on
Yeah,
Amazon.
see Amazon. Yeah,
So,
yeah. I'll find it. I'm gonna lock into that though for sure. That's a
word
good
up, man.
looks on
Good
that one.
joint, good show. It's fun. Um, yeah, you're like, yeah, that's where we headed. The future is dark. We keep messing with this technology in the way we do, but that's pretty cool. That's about
Probably
it.
will tap in and Scream today. I mean,
Scream 7.
yeah, I didn't really want to go, but I mean it's free, so I'm gonna
Okay.
go and just see what it's like.
hmm Yeah. I don't know if I'll watch Scream. Maybe one day. I still have to watch Scream 6, 5, 4. I think I've seen, you know what I'm saying? I just never really.
You say you got watch 4, 5.
Yeah.
Fear.
I heard that in a
He still
minute.
right, so you still got to run them joints back. I mean, you ain't missing nothing. I mean, Scream is one of them joints, man, where it kind of started hopping all over the place after like the third one. So if
Okay.
you see like any of the new ones, there's some new characters in there. And even the new characters that have ties to old characters, you'll easily be able to pick it up by their last name. You'll be like, oh, that's Billy Loomis's daughter, or that's so and so's nephew. They got the last name. That's kind of almost like the dairy joints, almost like it. Everybody's related, so everybody got like you'll pick it up just off last name. So if you just remember the last names, that's so and so got to be related to so and so. Same principle. So you technically don't have to run any of them previous ones back.
Yeah, maybe one day. I don't know if I will, but you know what I'm saying. It's just too much.
I wouldn't. I don't think it's worth running all of them back. At least to me. I mean, I'm not like a super Scream fan, but since I've seen all of them, I almost felt obligated. You know what I'm saying? To like,
Yeah.
to try to finish it up.
Right. Yeah, I stopped a long time ago, so it's going to be a Herculean effort to go back and pick up all the pieces because I don't remember the movies like that. I remember The Mask. That's about it.
Yeah, the ghost face. That's about all anybody remembers, man. Stab.
Stabby stab. Absolutely. Save your money, son. Anyways, what I was going to say, before we get into our subjects, once again, I'm going to run back kind of what we're going to be getting into over the next few months. Definitely talking about Monarch. We'll be talking about that today. Project Hail Mary comes out.
Can't wait till that come out. I'm gonna go see the
coming
early
week.
showing of it
Yeah, we
on the
that one.
19th.
Absolutely. Where's my phone? I'm just trying to look at the schedule. Organic level. So Daredevil is not this week; it's the following week coming up. So
As
yeah,
is something
yep.
very bad is going to happen.
Something very bad. So it's gonna be a action packed week right there. And we have to figure out if we can binge watch through something very bad is going to happen. Daredevil will drop weekly, so we'll have one episode a week.
Right.
You can see
And
April.
if we do have any kids that watch, which we probably don't, but I'm gonna try to do a little sneak peek when I go see that Mario World that comes out in April.
Okay.
So I'm definitely going to have a short, if minimum, on that once I leave the theater.
Okay.
I'll definitely be in that joint too, watching that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I haven't even seen the first Mario World. So
The first Mario tough.
Was it?
Make you feel like a kid watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it got some throwback stuff in there that's gonna be like, oh man, I remember that.
Take you all the way back to your Nintendo days.
And Jack Black did such a great job playing King Koopa. Like it was just the most entertaining villain that you probably gonna come across, man. Just
I remember seeing the previews and he coming in kind of like, you know what I mean, like Thanos, basically. Like Thanos.
That's the diabolical part. Like he'll come in like Thanos, real serious, but then slip a joke in there, classic Jack Black swag. Now he played a great Koopa, man. You know, Jack Black always gonna have a song he gonna sing in a movie. He always, he's an artist too. So he was able to show his raw naked playing that role. He was able to do everything that he always does as an artist himself. I know he had fun playing that daggone role, man. You can tell. But yeah,
I haven't seen Minecraft either, but I'm sure he did his thing.
Same thing with Minecraft is tough too. Like the movies again, kind of corny, but just visually is off the chain. But yeah, I mean, and all those movies are made for the theater. So it's like when you watch it at the theater, it just makes the experience so much better. Kind of like the Avatar joints, Yeah, it look good watching it at the crib, but when you go to the movies and see it, like there's certain movies that's made for the big screen. Like that's one like that Mario was one of them joints, and Minecraft, they're made for the big screen.
No doubt. Well, hopefully one day I'll go check it out. Well, probably not in theaters, of course, but I don't know. Maybe. None of my kids, nobody. I don't have little ones, so none of them.
Right? They ain't really getting down like that.
Yeah, it's past their era. They're not there. But anyways, I kind of want to do something real quick before we hop into our next subject. I always keep telling myself, hey, you should plug into the live on your own phone just so you can see how it looks. I always keep telling myself, hey, you should plug into the live on your own phone just so you can see how it looks. I always keep telling myself, hey, you should plug into the live. I just want to see what it sounds like, what it looks like, making sure it's crisp. Yeah. I keep telling myself, hey, you should just plug into it so you don't have to wonder what it looks like. All right, bet. All right, man, let's get into our first subject of the day, bro. Let's go. Let's talk Monarch. Monarch Season 2, Episode 3 dropped Friday night. And what'd you think of it, man? I think this was the least action-packed show that we've had thus far. Episode, I should say, that we've had thus far. Any seasons, to be honest. But
yeah, I didn't necessarily think it was bad at all. It's kind of like if I had to rate it, I'll give it a B. It was really more so based around relationship dynamics. You kind of see like all the different relationships that's kind of like where there's questions, right? Where I wouldn't say like climax points, but I would say like we're kind of right before the climax, like which way are these going to go? Because, I guess Kate, she liked shorties, obviously. So her and the other shorty kind of like, you can tell they forming some type of bond, but we don't know if it's going to be like a friend zone bond or if they going to be like, in business with
You
each
talking
other.
about her
Like,
and May?
yeah. So
Young
it's
May?
like, yeah. So it's like I don't know where that's going to go, and of course, Shaw and I can't think of her name now.
Keiko, yeah.
Yeah, they've always had something. There's always had a spark, and it feels like it's about to get to that point again. And also Apex, man, like Apex is starting to creep on in there, like like Waylon and Itani was doing in Alien Earth, man. So now we start to see the other faction really start to influence what's happening within Monarch, man. That's the part that really has me the most intrigued, is what Apex is planning. And I think that's where we're going to see like a real power struggle as far as like how Monarch kind of turns dark, especially like just thinking of like some of the movies now, like where it was definitely dark, from a Monarch like hierarchy. I think now they're kind of developing that particular piece of it because Apex is in there, and Apex developed all that technology, especially when it came to like the mech Godzilla that was just way too hard body, and we seen some of that tech that was starting to kind of like be there towards the end, like the little the generator ball or whatever the heck that was with the little red laser on it. That's basically some of the technology that they use, man, to build the mech Godzilla, and that's what they use to harness Ghidorah's power. So it was crazy, like seeing that, like connective tissue. I didn't think we would get that. So that's why sometimes I don't mind like episodes that aren't as action packed, but just connective tissue episodes really like connect the whole universe again. Because for the most part, it's been fairly detached from the movies, but this episode was one of the most attached to the movies that we've gotten. Even like with some of the characters who actually had a small role in the Godzilla movies. Like there's a couple of people who's in this who did. Again, when you start to see when you start to hear the names, I think John Goodman played a character in Kong Skull Island. That guy was with,
Billy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Billy. Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like I didn't put two and two together, man, until I started watching the season 2, episode 1. That's when I started to put two. I'm like, that's your boy from that. I said, no wonder why he was talking about that damn letter so much. You know what I'm saying in episode 2. So love what they doing though, man. That's why I said B. Only reason why I say B, because there wasn't no action. If we had a hint of action, it definitely would have been an A for sure for me. But they're starting to really, like I said, go down the rabbit hole of what the ultimate like game plan is going to be for both Apex and for Monarch, which is what I like. I'm glad we're getting into the weeds of that now.
Yeah, this episode was definitely about redefining relationships, kind of where everybody stands. Monarch and Apex, now their new struggle. Power dynamic is changing. Tim, obviously, Monarch has been changing since season 2 started. Their director dies the moment Titan X comes out. Tim gets appointed as the new leader. Keiko steps in the building. He's trying to have her be the leader of Monarch. And then here comes Apex walking in the door like, hi, we're off base, basically. We got the tech to track Titan X. Let us handle it from here. So, yeah, those dynamics are changing. Keiko getting to know her son, finding out that her son was a little playa.
Facts. He was living 2 lives out here. He was
married 2 girls? No.
Yeah, he was living 2 lives out in here in these streets.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's a lot of dynamics going on. Like you said, young MA and Kate, you can see something brewing with them.
You can see something definitely brewing, man. Something definitely brewing.
something is going on there. We'll see.
Yeah, because I think May's kind of like, what's good though? We've been kind of out of here. We've been out here in the trenches together. Like, is anything really gonna be popping out of this? That's what it felt like. To me. It's crazy that Kate is starting to become a major focal point in this particular series. Well, in this season, I should say, because I don't know what her psychological connection is to Titan X. It almost seems like she can communicate with Titan X, or maybe this Titan X can communicate with females, but it almost seemed like she was having a dream or whatever that was, that the joints was flashing, and it's like Kate was like stuck and almost able to like communicate with it. So I think that's going to be like a situation where they're probably going to use Kate to communicate with Titan X, and then Titan X may not even really be the villain of this whole thing.
I don't know.
I feel like that might be a plot twist.
It could be. Shout out to Bruce. What up? What up, Nightmare?
Salute to Bruce for sure. Yeah, that big mic.
Thanks. You already know.
Player.
Classic. But no, they came up with their own little plot to control Titan X themselves before Apex came in the building. So that's going to be a whole nother dynamic. Two different teams working on a solution. They're trying to basically mimic and harness the sound that the Scarab made, because they found that that's what Titan X was following. They were using that to lure it away from the civilians in the first place, but now they're going to try to remimic that sound and try to take it to a more controlled area. That's their
sure.
What and Apex is doing, I'm not sure.
Apex is the Apex is like the Apple of those giants, man. They got the tech. They know how to develop that tech. Almost like Cobra is what they are. They got all the tech. They know how to develop it quickly, and their intentions are to basically, they're gonna have evil intentions with it. They'll spin it as if it's for humanity, but I don't think that's what Apex is out here doing though. They trying to spin everything into tech.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, we'll definitely see. It's funny. It's so much happened. So much restructuring is happening, and it's only been 3 episodes. I got just coming
crazy, isn't it?
Everything changed. The whole circumstances changed. It's weird, but he's coming to the episode, coming to the season, thinking it's going to be more about Kong. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just all different. So, but yeah, man, there's a lot going on. I'm trying to think. I had some questions or some just bullet points. I'm just trying to see if I covered everything. We talked about the affair that Bill and Lee and Keiko have. That ultimately is the reason why Bill went off and put his head into his work and left young Hiroshi by himself. And Bill finding that letter was the reason why. Let's see.
That letter with plus that map, he'd been on a mission for a minute.
Yeah.
Well, fast forwarding, through time, like.
Right. Yeah.
He ended up having he put a whole squad together. He knew. That's crazy, man. How long them cats was working for Monarch though? like when you think about it.
Since 57, I think, is when it was started. So it's about 57 to 60 plus years, man. Going ham.
And knew about monsters, just hid that from society, man. All they had was some conspiracy theorists out there, like who's the dude that played Fastos and the black dude played an ATL too.
Yeah, Henry, is it Mike or something? Henry, Tyler something. Henry, like his last name, Henry.
But he was the one that like broke the whole conspiracy though. He was the one. He had like a podcast and like in the movies. Like he was the one that was like putting everything out there, like in the secret location, hosting a podcast. Like, yeah, you know, Monarch has been hiding a lot of things from us. My intel is telling me that. You know, they know they've invented time travel. You know, that type of stuff.
The dude in the underground bunker trying to broadcast the world what's really going on. Yeah,
exactly. Telling people what's really happening out here, man. That, to me, that's what's hilarious.
If they find me, they're gonna kill me.
Facts. That's why I said that's what makes it crazy that they've been doing that for like 57 years, and it's just been a few people out in the world who kind of had enough data, but didn't have the resources to really put them on blast like that.
That's how it usually is, man. Especially when you have a movie. It's always that one dude who knew.
It took a ninja to. He broke into a facility and everything. Like it took a ninja to find it, man.
Shout out to him on his Sherlock Holmes.
Facts.
Figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Anything else that one thing they did do, like I said, we were working with two teams in here. And, you know, our normal characters, our lead characters, and then Apex. They actually are sending May in to Apex as a mole now. Mm-hmm. She actually went back in and got a job, and she discovered that they have been basically recording everything that they've been doing for the past I don't know how long. So they pretty much was on their head top or the whole plan for the most part.
On the wig piece, on everything.
Yeah, I wonder how that's going to work out since they really know exactly everything they're going to do. I don't know if they know what their actual plan is, but they know where they've been going, all their assets that they're trying to gather. They went in and stole the tech from them. And
that's what I think it was about. I think for them it was all about the tech, because if they knew they can win the tech wars, they're going to win the bread war, the resource war as well. So
I be. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how that shakes out. There's a lot. It's a lot, man. It's just a lot.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I think that's pretty much it as far as that episode. It was a lot. I did like how they started the episode just opening back up at 1957, their first experience with Titan X. Seeing the symbiotic relationship, whatever the scarabs, and it you see it changing colors once the blue, and you know, so it was good to see that, and then see the people of that island. I don't know what people those are. I don't know if they actually say.
Yeah, I don't know either. I just know they had the TJ. Everybody had the TJ Watt like paint under the eye, man. Everybody had the Trey Hendrickson. Like they got to get out there and rush the passer. Right. Like they better rush the passer, man.
Oh, no. That's hilarious. Oh, man. But that's funny. So
yeah, they had the war paint on, man. You kind of knew they was about business. What's going on, Mama Bear? See you out here.
What's up, Mama?
Early bird.
Yep, absolutely. That was probably the most intense part of the actual show, seeing them escape from the indigenous of that island. They're trying to get up out of there, skedaddle. But that's one of those things, man. That's like
that's the way it should be. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't be seeing nobody pull up in here, and most of the time, when somebody's pulling up on an island, they trying to imperialize or they trying to colonize. So they like, nah, bro. We here like sticks, stones, any weapon we done forged out here on this island. Y'all about to get work. You gonna have to go through a squad of people out here, and we know there's a Titan on this joint too. So if you keep messing around, we gonna call them.
Right. And once again, the world protecting their shit from us. That's all it
From
was.
the outside. From the outside. We got to protect it from the outside.
Yeah. So, and we just relentless. Cause then I don't know how many times they done told us since this season start. Yo, y'all got to get up out of here. I'm gonna show you this. After this, you leave. That's all. That's all we ask. We're not gonna hide. We're not hiding it from you. We're actually gonna tell you what's here. But you need to get your ass out of here after that, because
right, because you ain't got no other business being here.
Right, y'all gonna wake it up. Y'all about to mess things up. So please,
we've been having peace on this little island with all these creatures. We got a peace treaty. You know, we lost a lot of bodies out here. We don't want no smoke, but you got till sunfall to get the hell up out of here.
Right. But nope. Everybody need to sneak in the extra flicks, extra whatever they're doing. Like they just will not get the hell out of here. So I ain't saying they deserve to get murdered and all that.
Right.
I can understand the pressure they was putting on them. Like, all right, now, come on, get out of here, please. You can pull out the blade coat on Shorty.
Yeah,
cover all up. Yeah, with the blade coat on her. Come up off that camera. I'm gonna need you to come up off.
Yeah, facts. They definitely did that. That.
It's understood though, man. It's understood. So, yeah, man. I think that's pretty much all the notes I had on it. I did. Let me see something. I did a deeper dive on Titan X, but I might wait. Kind of do that on the next show because I don't really have it prepared, but I was just trying to look in to see all the actual information that has been gathered thus far. And we'll do that coming up on our next Thursday episode where we preview episode 4. We'll do that then. But yeah, man, I think that's pretty much all I had. Kate, existential crisis. Yeah, she's a hot mess. That's about it, man. Yeah. Anything else you got? Any questions you got going into episode 4? Because yeah, hopefully it turns up a little more. We need some more going on.
Right. Really, I just want them to kind of expound more on this situation that seems to be brewing between Kate and Titan X. It's almost like they got some telepathy thing going on. Like she released it. It knows. It's trying to communicate with her. She's going to end up communicating with it, is what it feels like. But I think Titan X is not going to end up being like that much of a threat as what it's appearing to be now. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, it does feel like that. It doesn't feel malicious in nature. Even, when they killed it back in 57.
Yeah, almost like it's trying to raise them little joints, like it just wants to, grow them. Because I'm assuming them little things will eventually grow into a Titan X. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. The crazy part about that is I sure the hell hope not. There's so many of them.
Right, I hope not too. But I think that's what I think they are more of a threat than Titan X. But yeah, I hope not too. But it seems like they might be the baby version of the Titan X.
That's logically that's what it seemed like. It just felt like it's so many of them. It just don't, you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes, or they just die easily, maybe. So it's a miracle for one to survive as long and become.
Could be, man. I mean,
so I don't know.
There's
so
insects and other animals like that where, like, they be small for so long and then they end up being gargantuan if they can survive long enough, through the through the ecosystem. If they can survive long enough without being eaten, they end up being a terror. But yeah, that's what it feels like though.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll wrap it up there. If you're watching Monarch, let us know what you think going into episode 4. What did you think of episode 3? Any conspiracies, any theories going into episode 4? Let us know in the comments. Let us know. All right, man. Let's get on to our next. What's next? Beauty.
Topic du jour.
Yes, sir. FX's Beauty just actually wrapped up.
Beauty is her name.
Or maybe the week before. Right. He's talking about Drew Hill.
Right. Walks with me every day.
That's your hard though. That was
Perfect. Your heart. Yes, sir. That Drew
Hard.
Hill was jamming back then.
Super jamming. That's probably one of my favorite songs that they did right there, to be honest.
Yeah, that's because they went in on that one, man. The harmony on that was next level.
Yeah, but Beauty wrapped up a couple days ago, 11 episodes total. Season comes to an abrupt halt. It's a weird episode 11. Or episode 11 is just so weird. It cuts off so ridiculously. Setting up the season 2.
Is there a reason why they pulled up in there looking like the Matrix? No.
Hey. Yeah.
I was like, am I watching like Neo and Morpheus and them pull up, man? Like this is wild.
There's a business meeting. You know what I'm saying? No, I was trying to think. How do we attack Beauty?
I guess we can kind of start with a high level, like what what they created and like why, almost like, because it's definitely a play on big pharma, but also a big play on human emotion, because that's what big pharma does. Like when you look at the Ozempics of the world, like it's targeting people who don't feel good about themselves, who's very subconscious about wanting to be seen in a different light. They don't want to be seen as somebody who's healthy or obese. They want to be seen as somebody who is fit, in shape. Marketability in the US, well, in the world, is dominated by models who typically have some type of Botox. They got some type of like Brazilian butt lift. Everything about beauty is fake for the most part. Like when you think about the image that we portrayed of beauty, it's really all fake. It's made up. There are plenty of exotic humans like running around that's not genetically enhanced with some type of like serum, but there's people who want to look like those people, and it's like, look, man, that person was just born exotic. They was born beauty. They were born beautiful, but they could be the ugliest person on the inside. Like you don't know. But this is definitely like powerful people, big pharma, who wanted to give people an opportunity who did not feel good about themselves to become a more beautiful person on the outside. So for people who want to transform their appearance, that is what, at a high level, this show is targeting. And of course, there's always fallout from any type of drug or medicine if it's not properly done or if it's not properly tested. And we know that's typically what happens with big pharma. They don't properly test stuff, and you end up taking these drugs, and there's so many different side effects from it. You wake up one day with the willy lump or the sweat, you touching your wig piece, your hair, you pulling your hair out, what I'm saying? Looking at your arm, your finger pulled all the way back, what I'm saying? So this really does like touch on every single one of those like circumstances, and also the side effects of the brain. Is it going to make you aggressive? Is it going to make you lust, like, just in the wrong way, whether you lusting for money or whether you lusting for sexual activity? So as you said, Anton, this joint is diabolical from the rooter to the tutor, man. Like it's crazy, man. And then it always comes to a halt at the end where people realize, okay, well, maybe it's not always about what's on the outside. Maybe some people are perfectly fine with who they are, both internally and externally, and they just want to live that life. And we don't need to manufacture a different self that's obviously not what we should be portraying to the world anyway, because that's not who we are. And that it's dope. It's a dope show. Like, it really is. This is one of my favorite shows because of everything that I just said at a high level, because it really does peek into the human spirit and what we crave based off what we feel others are telling us we should be. And to me, it's a psychological horror. You know, it's not necessarily a horror film, but it's a psychological horror from a perspective of it taps into the mind, it taps into the soul of a human being, like, because it's basically forcing you to be something that you may not want to be, or you're around all these people that is perceived beauty on the outside, and some of us have different perceptions of beauty. I know people who like different things than I like. You know, we all got different tastes, but you know, beauty is putting out one taste. It's like, it's one flavor. Either you like chocolate or you like vanilla. Ain't no, you know, Oreo, ain't no Rocky Road. Nah, there's one flavor. And if you tap into that one flavor, it can do something to you. It can do something to you. We'll talk about the side effects too, but I just wanted to kind of set the stage of what beauty is really representing, what this show is representing.
Yeah,
it's
man.
Got espionage. It's got a whole lot of stuff going on in this.
No, there's a lot going on. There's definitely a lot going on in the show. A lot of detective work. This is really a body horror. I think that's what they're trying to classify this as, a body horror show. But yeah, man, there's a lot of questions that they don't really answer. Like, like if the world was beautiful, they don't, like, people don't understand that the beauty standard changes once everybody becomes beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Yeah, there's a lot of dynamics that changes in here. Also, the fact that this beauty actually heals ailments. It's like, it's just another reason why people are focusing on the wrong thing, and that's how it would be, you know, in real life. Even with like Ozempic, it's supposed to be changing your internals, like if it's for diabetes, you know what I mean? But what do people go for? They go for the most superficial part. It actually helps you lose
which
weight.
is to be thin. So right.
It's like, you know what I mean? That's the dynamic that the show deals with a lot. It's crazy. But, and then, you know, in the last episode, they actually show a young girl trying to get the beauty in a way that's pretty diabolical. You know, obviously, beauty can be spread through an injection. They actually eventually made the pill for it, but it also can be spread through bodily fluids. So you already know,
sexual contact.
Yep.
Spread.
So now you got people in the world of
almost
beauty
like a VD.
Yep. But there's a VD that everybody wants, apparently, right. You know, in this world. You know, if you wake up hotter than you went to sleep after getting knocked down by somebody infected, which is crazy, which is absolute nuts.
Absolutely nuts.
Yeah, man, this show, it really tackles the human psyche a lot, and what people are going through in life, and how people actually feel about themselves. They'll do make the worst decision they ever made. Just to good for a split second, because it's going to go away. You're not going to feel good forever.
And there's again, like, I feel like every show that we've tapped into always has that corporate element. This also has a corporate element where the founder of this drug, of course, is like the world's richest person, and you know, there's people involved, children involved, that really like hiring hitmen, you know, to take out enemies. You know, like that's why I say, like, it's a whole thing that's going on in the background, where you also have the FBI who's involved allegedly, and trying to uncover some of the most toxic parts of this corporation. But man, I feel like this one, though, if people watch it, will probably change a lot of mindsets of like how they look in the mirror every day. Because to me, this is one of them things that could happen. Because that's what they're doing now. They're developing drugs.
They are doing this. They are doing this now.
They are doing it. Like, they are doing it, man. Where you can look completely different. Like, your body would transform. Almost like we all done seen The Fly with Jeff Goldblum. Almost like where you go through the whole cocoon phase.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You look one way, you come out the cocoon, you know what I'm saying? Looking like Jason Momoa. Like, I could come out the cocoon looking like a completely different man. Looking like Jason Momoa. With my hair halfway down my back. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts. That's what happened to one of his sons. The creator Byron, or the owner, and one of his sons. He gave it to both of his kids, and one of his sons apparently had black, like I don't know, 5 or 10% black in him, and this drug turned this man black. Like saying, "Oh, you got a little black in there." We're gonna
turn him all the way black, and you don't know what the drug is going to change you to, really. Like, it's just supposed to make you like a more, like, a being with no rough edges. Basically, it's supposed to smooth you out a little bit, make you beautiful. But yeah, like, it's crazy, like, seeing like people who go through all these phases. Like, once the drug starts to wear off. Again, like, people start going crazy. Like, now it kind of leans into like the zombie element, where you might see somebody's eyes go bloodshot. They start running around just attacking people, like breaking necks, pulling off people's arms, like just get superhuman strength and just like going crazy. And then they just stop out of the middle of nowhere, bunch of sweat, and just explode. Their whole body explode. Right. Like, it's
yes,
that's the side effect of the drug. You know what I'm saying? And people are starting to understand that. And so I think with one part, I can't remember what episode it was. It might have been Jordan who figured it out. So it might have been like episode 5 or 6. Where
Jordan is Shorty Doo-Wop from because
she changed twice.
Yeah, did she change twice?
Yeah, I want to say she changed twice. Jordan did.
Yeah, Jordan.
I think the second time she changed, she smashed homie and woke up the next day a completely different figure.
Yeah, I thought that was the first time she did it. I'm trying to think. Did Jordan change twice? I think she only changed once because, she was the.
Maybe it could have been. It could have been once.
It could
have been once. I mean, even like Anthony Ramos's character, he took a whole acid bath. You know what I'm saying? For Ashton Kutcher and him. But they gave him the juice. He went from a 65-year-old man looking 65 to a 30-year-old's body. That's how they can bless you. And poor Franny, she didn't want that smoke at all. She was cool with how she was looking.
She gave the perfect definition of beauty. I can't remember it verbatim. He got that new body. She was like, I don't like, this new body looks beautiful basically, but this is not beauty to me.
I had it written down and I can't find it, but I know she was screaming, talking about how she was perfectly fine. She said she was perfectly fine, perfectly happy.
So I spent decades building this perfection. Basically, this age, I love my age, and this is not what you call beauty. She finds beauty in other things, fashion, art, all those, age and all those things. Art. I don't know. Even poetry or just classic things. The beauty of them is the age. So that's what Franny's mindset was. But I do want to. I got to show respect to Franny first and foremost. The girl that Franny turns into when she gets the beauty put in. First of all, cold-blooded.
She's golden. Yes,
cold-blooded. But shout out to Franny.
And the sons was the one that gave her the beauty, though. The sons was the one that pumped the serum in her.
Yeah, only because they thought Pops wanted that.
But again, that's the whole power structure, though. The power struggle. Like they're operating based off what they think their dad wanted, and then their dad, then he ended up coming to his senses, saying, "You know what?" Because he knew Franny didn't want that. Right. And the way they slipped it to her was the diabolical and savage part. When she got slipped on her.
Look at this. Look at that picture right there. If you can see, the one on the right is actually the young Franny. Franny was cold back then. You know, but yeah, they did a great job. They said that her outfit in this show was supposed to mimic Franny's actual outfit that you see on screen in Death Becomes Her. But yeah, I just thought I had to put some respect on Franny real quick. She's an older lady. She's a legend in the game. But don't sleep on the young son. Don't sleep on the young.
Nicola Beckham though is a beautiful woman, man.
Facts.
You know, that's without a shadow of a doubt, man. She modeled through and through.
Yeah, she a thin one, but facial
classic model, man. All them models be like 95 pounds, you know what I'm saying? But the facial is what we focus on.
But yeah. No, shout out to Franny in the show. She was the true she understood the true definition of beauty. Byron, he tried his hardest though. He loved Franny, and ultimately her switching up, and she said, "Nope, we ain't gonna do this." And that's pretty much what changes his mind in the show.
The glass code to her, the shattered glass code to her neck. You know,
not the glass code.
That's right. Took her favorite vase too, man. That's also the part that's diabolical, man.
Yeah, right. She said, "Do you know what this is?" Art. Like, this is my favorite piece in this house. She shattered that shit and slid her whole joint. But, and again, that was to drive the point home that this body that I'm in is not mine. It's fake. I was fine who I was, and you can't play God with me. That's really, I control this. I don't need your help. I was good. I appreciate you bringing my sons back, even though I don't like them that much either in their new bodies, but I love them more than anything, so I'm cool with that, but don't do that to me.
That's crazy what you can do when you got that type of bread and that type of power, bro. You can just reverse the hands of time like instantly like that. I don't know if Mama Bear or Nightmare has seen the movie The Substance, but this is what this is basically based off that. Because Demi Moore had a movie called The Substance, same exact thing. So if you've seen The Substance, I don't want to say you don't need to watch Beauty, but you would have the whole backdrop of it though. Like, every element of The Substance is in the Beauty. How they die, everything is the same. So it took me a minute to kind of figure that out. I was like, man, wait a minute. It's the same joint that Demi Moore was in. It's on HBO Max, Mama Bear, if you ever want to just peep The Substance. But Demi Moore, actually, she killed that role. Like, she blazed that role. Blazed it. Even Ashton Kutcher showed her some love. I was watching an interview with Ashton Kutcher about 2 weeks ago. And he was talking about Demi Moore's role in The Substance, and he was also giving her flowers for their role because they wanted to pretty much paint that same portrait that she had already played, going through those different emotions from, not being a physically beautiful person to becoming just golden on the outside. They wanted to play their whole joint. So. Okay, so Nightmare said he's seen most of it. That's exactly what it is, Nightmare. It's the same. I think the same writers actually. The dude who made the Substance movie made the FX series show, so definitely connective tissue. It actually made me respect The Substance more, having seen the Beauty. Made me respect it a little bit more. It was a good movie. It got like an 86% Rotten Tomato score, I want to say. The Substance did. It got very good reviews. Didn't do well at the movies, but it got very good reviews.
Let's see. Anyways, let's see. But anyways, I did look up. So they in the show, the whole thing is basically, we gotta get this medicine pushed, forget testing all the way. What is it, FDC or whatever? Yeah, we don't care. We don't care. We're about to push this medicine out. We gotta get it out. Got to get it out. We're gonna be the richest of all time. We're gonna save the world. Get the richest of all time, and boom, they get it out. To moderate success, but in this world, in this type of product, you can't have moderate success. You have to have nearly perfection. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, there's always going to be cases of side effects in any medicine you're talking about. None of them's perfect, so that's never expected.
Do you have the total number of people that bought the product? It was like 6 million, right? Something like that.
I don't know if I got the total and bought it. So this is what I have. So I have what basically when Byron's in the office with all the people and investors, they're kind of giving him the rundown of all the negative press and all the negativity that's going on with this medicine. So this is basically what they said. It has an 83% success rate. Total incidents, lawyers have recorded nearly 500,000 cases. So
I remember that, yes.
500,000 cases. You're talking about 17%, roughly 17% of all cases being negative.
It'd be about 6 million then.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, like just various different type of side effects, but in the show, it basically reached a boiling point once one of the secretaries of defense got turned into a 9-year-old. So they fast-tracked this legal class action suit with the quickness. Thousands of families.
Bruh, like I was dead when I seen that. Like, I mean, a straight kid. You know, it kind of be...
Yeah.
That'd be wild, though. You stand at the podium and somebody got either pick you up or you standing on like some type of tall stool to where you can announce, like, yeah, I'm Secretary so-and-so, and, you know, I took this medicine and I am now 9 years old. I will be 9 years old forever. But they did have the, like the anti-serum or whatever you want to call it, like whatever they created to reverse the side effect. So they technically could get that person back today. But see, I don't. But that wasn't really ever tested, though, was it? Where they gave it to somebody and it restored them back to the previous. That seems weird. Like, how can you restore somebody back? You know, it's like we ain't computers. You know what I'm saying? You can't just restore the body back to a previous version of itself. Like.
Basically, in the end, first of all, Byron, you know, the CEO and whatnot, is basically in complete shock at the moment. You know, he's like, Franny is on the fritz. She's not dead, but she's intensive care. She don't know if she's coming back. All the lawsuits are piling up. Yeah, pretty much in a coma. All the lawsuits are piling up. So he's like, you know what? Let's reverse all this. Pay everybody basically whatever they're asking for, so they'll shut up. All the people who took the beauty, give them all the support for free, all the booster shots, everything that they need to maintain whatever they have if they took it. All the lawsuits, like we said, we're paying them out. Where all the research is going to figure out the cure and, you know, the reversal method of the beauty. So he's like, you know, he's totally like, okay, I'm not trying to spin this no other way other than I messed up, pay him, get him right. You know, that's what he's on. But then his son comes in, Tig. I think he's the short one. Tig comes in like, Pops, hold on. Nah, check that. Hold up. Back the fuck up, son. No, we're not doing this. I'm the heir to this throne. We're not about to, you know, go out the sucker route. Basically, that's what he's saying. We're not going to take the sucker route. He brings in Shorty. You remember the girl that he had in his office probably maybe 3 episodes ago who had another division of his company that was doing like the tech and tech portion. He brings her ass back in. Like, we're going to develop a serum or anti, the reversal for it. And you're not going to say nothing to the public. We're going to keep moving. We'll pay off a few people, but we're going to keep this moving and just, fix it. And that's where they become that kind of butt heads right there. Pops basically barks on him like, yo, shut the fuck up. You can die,
bro.
Now. Yeah, only thing I care about is your mom. He says that to his face, like, yo, only thing I care about is mama. You know what I mean? Get up out of here.
and Tig pretty much caught the blade code, didn't he?
No, he didn't. Now Tig is still alive right now. They're basically staging a coup. So they're staging a coup. He wants to take over the company from Pops. Between him and the other girl who had the tech portion of the company, they did come up with a possibly a cure or reversal for it, but that's the bad part of this episode.
Yeah,
they do it. They give it to Cooper, who turned into the teenager or whatnot in the group.
Right.
He was like, I'm volunteering for it because I don't want to be in this body no more. But he gives it to him. He goes through the cocoon portion. His hand pops out the cocoon. It looks like an adult. And it flashes to all the people looking at him. And their
face is probably like.
Yeah, and then they cut it off. They cut off right there. So that's the cliffhanger of the season. I'm like, oh my God. Are you trying to tell me y'all couldn't have added 15 more minutes to this episode?
Just so we can see what Cooper looking like.
Yeah, because we need more than that. And this doesn't feel like it's a show that had like the most outstanding ratings. So it's very possible that we don't get it.
We might get stuck with that.
We might get stuck with that ending. I don't see why. I assume it's had decent viewership. When I look on the Disney Plus, it's like it's still in the top 10 of their most watched TV shows, which is a good thing because it's been out, I think, for 3 months now, 2 to 3 months now. So if it's still getting traction, that should be a good sign. But it makes me worry. Because I definitely need to follow through with the ending of this series, man.
They need more like Eric Voss cats to talk about it. Like,
they even have a podcast of this show.
John Campius.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know if like Campia touched on it, or if everything's awesome. What's this show? Emergency Awesome. I don't know if he tapped into it, but. They need like them big podcasters to tap into it to get more viewers. But I think the show is dope though. Facts, Mama Bear.
You're lying with that one though.
Right. You ain't lying with that. Get that.
These
BK, they get you together. You eat enough Whoppers, you'll be back in the building soon enough.
That's facts. That is super facts. No, man, this is a good show. There's a lot going on. It definitely makes you ponder how you feel about yourself.
Right.
It really do. Like, yo, would I take that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Just to drop a couple of pounds and to kind of like square my chin off a little bit. Like, do I need to have the Chris Hemsworth deltoid? You know what I'm saying? Do I need that? Like, it really makes you think of, for real. Like, it makes you think about that. Do I need a superhero chin?
Is there any circumstance Jay Camp takes to beauty? Is there any circumstance?
No, not. I mean, not at this stage. Not at this stage.
So get that McRib in your life.
Right. Get this McRib in your life, girl. McRibbington.
Oh man, good chuckle, yeah, indeed. So the thing we were saying earlier is there has, for me, there is a reason I would take it, but it would depend a lot on circumstances. Like I said,
Yeah, like if I was in that Anthony Ramos situation, 80% of my body was burnt up, for sure.
Yes.
Like I'm taking that joint. You know what I'm saying? Like if it in you can't get chains to Sammy. You can't get hit with the Sammy.
It does. It can. Yeah, it can definitely do that. But no, yeah, like you said, depending on your ailments, depending on life circumstances, it's definitely beneficial. It definitely can be. If you have a child that's, definitely sick.
Oh yeah.
Not worried about beauty. We're just worried about life.
About getting the child together. Like
you getting that
the juice. Give it the juicy juice.
You're getting the dart. Yeah, man. That's definitely the thing about it. Like, there's real life implications that this shit is like. It's a godsend if you just want to keep it 1,000.
They sold this as like a cancer cure, something like. Bro, I don't give a damn. Like, give me all the beauty on the shelf. I'm copping everything. Like, how much dose do I need to get? You know what I'm saying? Like, you think about how many lives that could have been saved if they just had a shot of beauty because they had the cancer. You know what I'm saying? That was eating at them. Like, that type of stuff. Yeah, for sure.
All that. Yep. So definitely has some ways it can be useful in a big way, but the way everybody is using it in the show, it's just diabolical. Pure vanity, pure selfishness. At the end of the day, I always say I'm being 100 when I say my dad would call the McRib the McRat. And the people at McDonald's
rat meat and barbecue rat meat with the grill marks on it.
False.
They call that? They used to call that rib in elementary school like the Johnny rib. It wasn't like, it was a boneless rib with a grill mark on it called the Johnny rib. That's what that joint was called.
Encourage to tan.
You right about that though, Mama Bear. They do be trying to encourage. Like if you're pale, they try to encourage you to tan up. At least, again, I was just talking to Son earlier about, the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, the Mormon joints, the crazy Mormon shorties. They all tanned up. Every single one of them is tanned up. But when you see them, when they like wake up on camera, they be looking like Casper in the face. They be so pale. But they make the tan game so easy now because you can just walk into a store, walk into the little spray on shower, come up out of there with a brand new tone, with a fresh coat of tone on you.
Fresh paint of tone. Fresh paint of tone on it.
Fresh coat of tone. Walk out of there like, like you done been to the beach or somewhere. Like it'd be 25 degrees outside. It'd be shorties walking out them tan stores like with a fresh coat on. Like,
yeah, I mean, the Sammy is a real thing.
It is, man, because even people
Charlemagne
they tell you like when people say you too dark, like you know what I'm saying, like
colorism is real. Really is
definitely real.
As you get older, though, I don't know, you start to see the beauty in it for sure. When you see super
skin
dark
bleaching can't be a good thing. Like I just can't see how skin bleaching would ever be good for the body.
My wife, she used to be a tanner, but skin cancer is just so prevalent these days. It's like, you know what? Nah, we're gonna stick to regular vitamin D when it come out. We're gonna use that.
Right. Let the sun kiss you.
Yep, that's all, man. Everybody want to look a little melanated, just to be 1,000. Only people who don't want to look just a tad melanated are like the Asian. They strive for ghostliness. So, nah, they do. Shout out to them though.
Said they strive for the haunted house life. Like we want to be all haunted. We want to be Scream 7, 8, 9, and we want to continue the Scream series. That we want to be all ghostly.
What? That's hilarious. She said she looks like the Bride of Frankenstein. The wounds. Yeah, scars and all that stuff do tan differently. Look at all the scars I have on me. I got so many black spots on me. I look leopardish.
You got the Heath.
Yeah, just so many little.
You see these scars? Look, Mama Bear, you might better, you know what I'm saying, wear them scars as pride. You could be on that Joker level. Walking around telling people, you see these scars?
She need a suit.
Flex on them with the scars.
Yeah. I've always was told that women love scars, so I need some more.
They said that's a sign of masculinity.
I guess.
You know.
I guess.
Nah, I ain't trying to be this. I ain't trying to be Mr. Frankenstein, aka Mr. Surgery. You see niggas walking around with a big old. You can tell they've been opened all the way up, like the whole knee got a scab on. From surgery.
Scars be ill until people have to tell the stories behind them.
Facts.
Scars right here.
Facts.
Where did you get them scars from? You can say, I had gotten a scrap. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, you know.
I had glasses on.
You know, I took a shard of glass to the face, you know. Homeboy cut me, you know what I'm saying? Like right here, you know, I got cut, you know. So yeah, so all scars ain't fun, man, you know. My grandfather used to call them joints war wounds. You got any war wounds on you, son?
War wounds. Wasn't that a joint? What joint was that? That was on Mac's house. We got a joint called War Wounds.
Yeah, war wounds. Oh my God. Yes. All right. Oh, Jay.
Oh man. Damn, we've been going for an hour and 11 minutes. I didn't even notice. That's great.
Locked in.
I was working at a farmer market and telling the story of most of my scars that I had no clue. You just had some randoms.
So you just going around traveling like, hey, you want to know how I got these? Come here, let me tell you. You could put some fear in people too. You know.
Possible.
Especially if you got like neck scars and face scars, you probably got some stories, boy. Like, yeah, you know. You know, been doing MMA. I fought Tyson a couple of times, you know, and I got a permanent joint right here, you know. I'm sure there's some people out there like that.
All right.
Can't eat right because they've been in too many battles.
Too many bar brawls.
Jaw done got rearranged too many times.
Out here looking like Kanye. Thank God it ain't too cool for the safe belt.
Oh, straight through the wire on them, man.
Right. Somebody ordered pancakes. I just sipped the scissor.
Them young Yeezys get their mouth wired, man.
Right.
Yeah, walking around like them young Yeezys.
Facts. All right, man. Sure, we've been in the building for an hour and 15. I think I'm gonna hold these diabolicals because it might hold us over too long. Let me see.
To Thursday.
Yeah, we'll hold them till Thursday.
I forgot we didn't get to the diabolicals.
Nah, it's cool though. That's the scar on my ankle that I would put the fear in people when I was in the kitchen. It was a 2nd degree water burn. Woo.
I had a homie that had that, Mama Bear. He used to work at Olive Garden when we was in high school. That's like when Olive Garden first started like really exploding. And he spilled some water. Somebody spilled some water on his foot. And he had like 3rd degree burns on his foot. Joint look. He's almost looking like Ramos on the foot.
Okay.
Like, them hot boiling water burns ain't no joke. No joke at all. They'll tear your skin all the way up. Yeah, he was out of school for about 3 weeks getting his foot right.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they had to graft his whole. I mean, it's like joint almost melted off. Damn, almost melted off the bone, man. Yeah, them water burns are serious. So I feel you on that, Mama Bear.
Well, guys, I think that's the end of this show. Another Runtime Travelers episode.
Runtime
edition. Runtime. Like usual, please hit that subscriber button if you haven't subscribed yet. Please like the video. Show love, man. Like I said, we pop out. We just watch TV and we talk to y'all about it. That's really what we do. So try to stay up to date with us if you're watching the show. Once again, these are all the things that we'll be covering coming up. Covering Monarch right now. We're on season 2, episode 3. Just finished that one up this week. Project, how about to say Hallway? Wow, in the world. Hail Mary. Project Hail Mary comes out Thursday night. We'll be there early. I'm going to be there. My whole family going to see that one. Daredevil season 2 next week. Cannot wait. I'm real hype about that one. And then something very bad is going to happen. We'll finish out the month with us. Peep all those out. Check us out. Come in. Chop it up with us. Give us some theories that you have that we don't. Tell us everything. Yeah. Like we said, we're here to learn together. We're not Eric Voss. We're not Emergency Awesome. We don't have all the industry connects. We in here learning with y'all. Need that.
We just talking what we see.
Yes.
That's how we doing.
Factuals. Next month is going to be action-packed. So, like I said, stick with us. It's going down. It's going down.
It's going down.
All right. Jay Camp, tell them where they can find you every week, man.
Yes, indeed. Every Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. you can catch me on the Fresh Out Hip Hop Pod on YouTube, on X, on Facebook. We try to multicast as many places as we can. You can catch me on there along with my brothers Bebop and Iceberg Slimmington the third. We all on there every Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. May not be sharp, but it's gonna be 9:30-ish. We'll be pulling up. Just like Runtime Travelers. Look, man, you know, brothers, we still trying to be on time. God, you know, don't hold it to us, but you know, in our heart, we try to be here on time. You know, we doing our best.
No doubt. Yeah, every Thursday, 8:30-ish p.m.
Right.
Every Sunday, 10:15-ish a.m. We in here though.
Right.
We are in here, just having fun, man. As you can tell, we just sit here, laugh, talk to Mama Bear, Bruce, whoever else is in the chat. You know, talk about what we're talking about. So, once again, appreciate everyone for tuning in for another Runtime episode. See you guys on Thursday, talking more Monarch, and we'll have some more Diabolicals for you guys on Thursday. All right. J Camp, we good?
Yes, indeedery.
Indeed. Peace and love. Have a great day, y'all.
Runtime.
It's the Runtime Travelers.
Hey, seriously, what we watching today?